Rich Lowe, Pilot Legacy, on site at the Stanton, Lockhart, Texas, with our August 2024 investor update. Pilot Legacy conducted our monthly owner, architect, and contractor meeting on August 15th, with Lane, Michael, and Sonia bringing it into the area of operations with a nice Stanton aerial flyby, keeping the pilot in Pilot Legacy. Additionally, one of our longtime investors, who is also a DFW area developer, Don Heitzman, joined us for the OAC meeting and property tour. Thanks for joining us, Don. As for the rest of you, come on out and see us. We'd love to have you anytime. But with that said, we are planning a tentative completion party and open house possibly in the month of December. Expect more details to follow as Phase 2 completion draws closer. Buildings 7 and 8 are powered up and the meters are running. Not only that, but the condenser units have been installed at buildings 7, 8, and 9. It is so nice to just pop into one of these newly air-conditioned units and get a little cool air here in the muggy August heat. 68 degrees. Yep, that ought to do it. Additionally, buildings 7 and 8 are being trimmed out and painted throughout the interior. The closet doors are being painted in preparation for hanging as well. Ceiling fans with a brushed nickel finish have been installed and they look fantastic. In the bathrooms, LED lighting has been installed and is now operational. The bathtub and shower vertical subway tile installation is nearing completion in most units throughout buildings 7 and 8. The installation of granite countertops and sinks is also underway. This one is almost show ready, complete with a Gatorade bottle in the sink for your viewing pleasure. If you know, you know. And here's a look at one of our larger units that has a breakfast bar area. You can see just how well the LED disc lighting illuminates the entire space. These LED disc lights are incredible. They are no more than 3/4 of an inch thick and provide a traditional can-style lighting element in areas where such lighting would otherwise be impossible due to structural limitations within the ceiling. And they're quite energy efficient too. Lighting sconces have been installed in the breezeways along with the fire alarm flashers and aural warning systems. And those same sconces are also mounted on the columns where residents enter the breezeways. These exterior lighting elements are automatically activated at dusk and then turn off again at dawn. Buildings 9 and 10 continue in sequence just slightly and trail behind buildings 7 and 8. Sand has been delivered in anticipation of the application of lightweight concrete on the second and third floors of Building 10. Recall that we scratched all carpeting throughout Phase 2 in favor of vinyl flooring, which will ultimately drive greater profitability of each unit due to the greater durability and cleanliness of the vinyl. And I'm happy to report that we are back on the timeline at Building 11 with the interior of that building fully sheetrocked and textured. Around the exterior of Stanton Phase 2, the dumpster receptacle has been constructed with cinder block and stone fascia applied to the exterior. A heavy-duty steel gate is on the front and will be painted in the not-too-distant future. The application of rock fascia is complete on both buildings 10 and 11, and here crews are putting on the finishing touches at Building 10 with a little detailed paint application. High overhead, you can see that the interconnecting sidewalks between Phase 1 and Phase 2 are complete, along with the soon-to-be developed picnic area. The interconnecting sidewalks tie in Phase 1 and Phase 2 quite nicely and really make navigating the in-between areas much easier now when it rains and gets swampy in the back. And finally, Lake Lockhart continues to store stormwater and is greening up quite nicely around the perimeter. I think that in time, this area will naturally come into its own and evolve into a great public space for the whole community. Since last month's update, there have been no new change orders, so our total approved change order amount remains at $269,020, and our updated contract amount remains at $23,108,740. To date, $18,922,414 has been drawn, with August requisition totaling $1,555,481. As of today, August 30th, 2024, we are 85% of the way through our scheduled Phase 2 timeline. General reports the occupancy of Stanton Phase 1 is at 95% with no reduction in inquiries. Additionally, I'm happy to report that we now have 4 firm leases in place for buildings 7 and 8, which should receive their certificate of occupancy in late October. Pilot Legacy's next OAC meeting will be on September 19th, and at that time, all investors are welcome to join us and tour the site. And of course, I'll be back on site in late September as we roll into the fall season. Have a great Labor Day weekend, everybody. And here, will naturally come to its own and evolve into a great public space for the whole community. That's my car. You need me to move it?
Yeah.
Okay. Great timing.